Welcome to the online training program of the PFA oxygen generator. This training program, this video, has been prepared by the Indian Institute of Technology at Kanpur, and this pertains to the Alpha series of the PFA oxygen generators whose original equipment manufacturer is AirSep Corporation from the United States of America. Now we come to the next section, which is the maintenance of the plant. How to keep your plant running efficiently is what we will see in this section. The most important maintenance which you can perform on the oxygen generator is to make sure the automatic drain valve for the filters functions properly. Routinely monitor the operation of this drain valve to ensure the long life of oxygen generator. Follow the procedures described in this section of the instruction manual for daily, semi-annual and annual maintenance. It should be noted that a few procedural steps in the subsections may apply to specific models only. Use the following chart as a guide to perform maintenance on a regular schedule. For the daily schedule, make sure the automatic drain functions properly. This is very important. For the monthly schedule, inspect the filters and balls. Clean the balls or replace filters as necessary. Half yearly or 6 monthly maintenance, replace the particulate filter element. And every year, annually, replace the coalescing filter element. Check the performance of automatic valves and actuators and clean and lubricate the feed air regulator. Make sure the condensate outlet and tubing for the drain valve is not obstructed. Condensate should discharge from this outlet or tubing for approximately 3 to 5 seconds every 10 minutes when the oxygen generator is running. Press the manual drain button on the control panel and observe the discharge. The discharge should flow freely and be clear of oil and water within 5 seconds. For the monthly maintenance, the monthly monitoring requires inspection of the filters and testing the performance of the automatic drain valve. To perform this procedure, depressurize the unit and remove the filter balls as described in the following procedures. Please refer to section 7.3 depressurizing the filters and section 7.4 changing the filter elements. When the filter balls have been removed and cleaned, perform the following steps. Inspect the filter elements. Replace any elements that appear damaged or excessively dirty. Reconnect the drain tubing to the bottom of the balls. Add approximately 2 ounces of water to the filter balls. Reinstall the filter balls, making sure the balls lock firmly into place. Slowly open the manual inlet valve fully to pressurize the filter balls. While observing the drain tubing, press the start icon on the main system control screen and determine whether the automatic drain valve discharges moisture. Fully close the manual inlet valve and depressurize the unit as described later. You can also refer to section 7.3 depressurizing the filters. Remove the filter balls as described later. Refer to section 7.4 changing the filter elements. Observe whether the water drained from the balls. If the filter balls still contain water, refer to the troubleshooting chapter of this instruction manual later. If the balls do not contain water, reinstall the balls and repressurize the system. You can refer to section 6.4, changing the filter elements. Please note, during the depressurization of filters, the oxygen generator filters contain pressurized air. To perform monthly maintenance or change filter elements safely, fully depressurize the filter assembly as described in the procedure in this section. To safely depressurize all oxygen generator components, refer to the procedure described later in this chapter, which is the section 6.5, depressurizing the oxygen generator. Depressurizing the filters. Allow the oxygen generator to stop cycling in auto mode when the oxygen receiver pressurizes fully. Press the stop icon on the main supply control screen. Disconnect the oxygen generator from the power supply. Fully close the manual inlet valve V1 and manual filter outlet valve V2. Shut off the feed air supply to the air compressor or air header. Reconnect the oxygen generator to the power supply. Press the manual drain button on the HMI until the air no longer exists from the drain tubing. Please note, if the pressure gauge does not decrease to 0, shut down the unit and call the AirSep Corporation Commercial Products Division immediately. Changing the filter elements. The time period to change the filter element depends upon the feed air conditions. If the feed air is highly contaminated with dust, oil, etc., the filter element must be changed more frequently than the specified time interval in the manual. The following procedure describes how to change the filter element for either the particulate filter semi-annually or the coalescing filter annually. Shut down the oxygen generator and depressurize the filters. Refer to section 7.3, depressurizing the filters. To remove the ball from either filter, push down the ball latch and rotate the ball slightly right or left while pulling down on the ball. If filter has screws, loosen them up. When the ball is free, disconnect the drain tubing from the bottom of the ball. There may be a retainer nut which has to be disconnected to remove the filter element for the filter models with screws. Wash the bowl in warm soapy water and then rinse the bowl. Gently unscrew the old filter element and discard it. If you are replacing a coalescing filter element, remove and discard the black gasket where the top of the filter element connects to the filter housing. If you are replacing a coalescence filter element, make sure a black gasket is attached to the top of the new element. Changing the filter elements. Taking care not to touch the filter portion of the new filter element, screw it into the position from which the old filter was removed. Reconnect the drain tubing to the bottom of the bowl. Reinstall the filter bowl, making sure the bowl locks firmly into place. Slowly open fully the automatic inlet valve and manual filter outlet valve. Turn on the feed air at the air compressor or air header. Now connect the oxygen generator to the power supply. Please note, do not attempt to remove the filter bowl unless the filter assembly fully depressurizes as was described in section 7.3. The oxygen generator operates with pressurized air and oxygen. To perform maintenance on the unit safely, fully depressurize the oxygen generator components as described in the procedure in this section. Please note, to fully depressurize the oxygen generator components, follow the steps 2 to 7 to depressurize the filter assembly as described in section 7.3. If the pressure gauges do not decrease to zero, shut down the unit and call the Aircep Corporation Commercial Products Division immediately. Depressurizing the oxygen generator. Shut down the oxygen generator and disconnect the power supply. Please see section 6.3, how to shut down. Fully close the manual feed number 2 valve, that is V2, and the manual product valve V3. Connect the oxygen generator to the power supply. Press the start icon on the main system control screen. Set the oxygen generator to manual mode. Allow the unit to operate until gas no longer exhausts from the muffler and parameters and output screen indicate approximately zero pressure. If the unit is depressurized, power down the unit if required and proceed to perform the maintenance. Adjusting the feed air regulator. The feed air regulator may require readjustment after any maintenance is performed. Please ensure that the feed air regulator setting is not changed during readjustment. If the feed air regulator requires adjustment, perform the following procedure. Unlock the lock nut on the adjustment knob. To increase the feed air pressure, rotate the knob clockwise. To decrease feed air pressure, rotate the knob counterclockwise. While adjusting the feed air regulator, please note, setting the feed air regulator to a value such that the maximum oxygen generator bed pressure is 80 psi gauge or more can cause severe damage to the molecular sheave in the absorbers, which will not be covered under the warranty. The numbers on the dial of the feed air regulator do not always directly correspond to the actual cycle or bed pressure in the system. Check on the parameters and output screen for the maximum bed pressures. Make slight adjustments and allow the unit to run through at least one cycle before making another adjustment. If pressure readings remains incorrect after the cycle completes, continue making slight adjustments and cycling the unit until the pressure is within the specifications. Let us summarize our activities in this part of the lecture. What we have done, we have been introduced to the common maintenance issues of the PSA oxygen plant. We hope that this first training will give you the necessary confidence to start working with the plant now. Never take any action, as I was saying earlier also, on the running plant which you are not aware of or you are not confident. Safety of the manpower is of utmost importance. So whenever you do any maintenance work, please make sure that you have read the exact instruction manual which is supplied by the original equipment manufacturer before you actually venture into opening or closing or doing any activities on the running plant. In the next part of the lecture, we will see some of the troubleshooting methods for safe and efficient plant operation. With this, I thank you and we wish you success in running the PSA oxygen plants at your respective locations. Thank you very much. We also thank Aircep, who are the original equipment manufacturers of this PSA plant, to have provided the instruction manual from which this video has been prepared. Thank you very much.